DD Race Network, or DDNet, is a 2D platformer game that evolved from an already existing game called T-Worlds, reaching all the way back to 2007. DDNet shares many similarities with other platformer games like Mario. The main goal is to finish a level, or map, by crossing the starting line first and then making it all the way through the map until you reach the finishing line without failing. This can be achieved by casually playing with your friends and having a good time. But as history repeats, where there are players, there will be competition. Some players found joy in finishing maps as fast as possible. Usually, this is done by playing with a player that is similar in skill to you, so you synergize well. There is a map named Stronghold, which was released in 2016. Ever since its release, players tried beating each other's finishing times to assert dominance and showcase their skill. Two infamous players immediately stood out from the competition: AOE and Cloudly. Whereas your casual player would most likely spend anywhere from 20 to 30 minutes finishing the map, AOE and Cloudly did so in just 6 minutes and 24 seconds. Something outstanding and unheard of, just months after the map's release. And even 7 years later, in 2023, that time still stands strong and is considered to be a top time. Though as competition got better and players evolved better mechanics, records kept falling. And they would keep falling as the years went by. Some up-and-coming pro players like Spooky and Rio kept pushing for better finishing times and eventually broke the 5-minute mark. To achieve a time under 5 minutes, you would basically have to play near perfection. As players got closer to the 4-minute mark, most players agreed that a sub 4-minute time would basically be impossible and went on to play other maps. Years flew by as Stronghold has experienced a major drought in new records. Was a sub 4-minute finishing time really impossible? Did we really reach the end of Stronghold speedrunning? Well, players were exhausted, stomachs empty and headaches pulsating. When all hope was gone, two rather unknown players from across the globe did the unthinkable. 3 minutes and 58 seconds. It has finally been done. Cyclic and Cone from Chile. Against all odds, they surpassed the competition by a huge margin, cementing themselves as the best duo in DDNet speedrunning history and earning a spot in the Stronghold Hall of Fame. Thank you guys so much for watching. Wait. That record was. It was. Yes, you guessed correctly. Motivated by Cyclic and Cone's greatness, two European players made it their life's work to become one of the best. But not just one of the best. The very best. Remember Spooky, who broke the 5-minute mark years ago? Spooky was back. And Spooky did not come back to play. He wanted to go for what was his. The throne. In an effort that would have allowed him to rebuild the pyramids, Spooky has teamed up with Broke CDX to get revenge. Neglecting their health and social lives, these two players dedicated their life to a mission. A mission that would go on to make history. Optimizing every single nuance and maxing out the game's physics, these two inconspicuous players emerged from the rest. Leaving the competition behind, in a soul-eating run, Spooky and Broke CDX finished Stronghold in 3 minutes and 51 seconds. Shattering the old world record by 7 seconds. A record, that was previously thought to be perfect, was destroyed by two demons. Demons that would go on to become the very best duo in DDNet history. Spooky and Broke would continue to cause havoc in the DDNet landscape, shattering hundreds of records on different maps. Want to talk about gods? Well, watch the leaderboards.